What is up, guys? Welcome back to Conversation, episode number 48. Today we're going to talk about the Maui fires, the Houston fires, and everything that's going on with pretty much, I guess, this global warming. Is it real? For us, I know when they were talking about the whole Houston thing, we do live in the Houston area. So we were like, for me, I was like, we're on fire. Like, I feel like we're going to get right into it. Uh, I feel like a lot of the times the media machine makes something out of nothing. Like not to take away from the Maui thing, that for sure is something like that we need to be talking about. That's why the reason why we're gonna hit up that subject. But whenever I was investigating and they're like, oh man, they look at all these fires are happening here in Greece and all this, and it's like, well, like cause you said that a lot of people like your friends were out there looking for this Houston fire, and there was like, oh,
Yeah,
just
I went
cause
in, when you told me, I did my research and I was like, what the hell?
yeah,
Like,
because I was
cause
super curious
you
about it
would
too.
notice if we were on fire, like there'd be like dark clouds or
Yeah,
like the air would feel and smell different.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
And they'd even put like you know how you get like Amber Alerts?
yeah,
They'll like
yeah,
have
yeah.
like a official warning, like, hey, certain areas. That's happened before. One thing there was like a
Has it?
chemical outbreak or something in some facility
Yeah,
in Houston. This was like maybe last year. They give you like a kind of like an Amber Alert on your phone. Everybody gets it.
or like through Alexa or whatever, because
Yeah,
like all these
something.
heat
Exactly.
advisories or whatever.
Some type of advisor or whatever, and they'll let you know like, hey, beware or avoid this part of town because X, Y, and Z is going on. But I went through the comments and people that lived in it said Northwest Houston area,
Yeah.
right? That's where that company is, Living Earth. It's a
Oh yeah, it was the most.
landscaping
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
company. They were saying that I live here and everything's fine, like there's no fire.
Yeah.
But you see that shit on TikTok
Bro,
and
it
it's
looks
like
horrible,
it looks
bro.
bad.
See,
It looks like a volcano almost.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's one thing that kind of tripped me out because I was like, first I was like, is this really Houston? Because we don't have
We don't have
we don't have
volcanoes.
hills, or we don't have like,
None of that
because it
stuff.
looked like it was like piles, and I was
Look
like,
like magma.
yeah. So then I was like, what the hell? Like that doesn't look like Houston. And then I
Nah.
started looking more into it, and you said it was Northwest Houston, and then I saw it was mulch.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, okay, it's not that, I mean, that sucks for the company that
Yeah,
losing
for sure.
that money or the mulch, but it's nothing like how Maui was. And something that
Nah.
really tripped me out about Maui was how the cars. You could find videos like all over TikTok, which is really weird because they're taking actually a lot of those videos down. They're like for I guess violation of like the content or whatever, but which is really weird because all they're doing is trying to report on what's going on with Maui, and actually reporters aren't even allowed to be in Maui, which
I've
is really weird.
I've noticed a lot of times when like anytime news is like fresh or it might be I guess a little controversial, like social media has a way of like censoring it out, like it's some false information when it's just
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
literally reporting
yeah,
current
yeah,
events.
yeah. Just letting you know what's
I don't
going
know why
on
they
in
do
the
that
thing.
shit. And that's how you know, like, a lot of times when they be like, this might contain false information before viewing, you have to, like, press view.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and then you will actually view it if they even allow you to view it, because
Yeah.
sometimes they just take it down altogether.
Or they'll have it
Like, you'll
like
notice it's some
sectioned
truth.
off.
Yeah, they have it sectioned off. And, like, they just, like, shadow ban that content, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And it makes me think, like, for what reason are y'all doing
yeah,
this? And why don't y'all want people to know what's up? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
what are you trying to keep this for? This isn't something that's need to be a secret. You know what I mean?
What do you think they're trying to do over there?
I have no clue.
Because they're trying, like a lot of developers, like as soon as it happened, they're like, hey, you want to sell your land for cheap?
I know one thing.
They're,
A lot of native Hawaiian people are very cultured, and they really have deep rooted culture
yeah,
and they have pride in their land and their
yeah,
culture.
in their
So
culture, yeah.
I know that's not something they're probably gonna want to give up very easily. I don't know if you remember. I remember this in freaking history class, and I might not be 100% like correct because it's been so long that I learned this. But I remember when Hawaii was still like in its early days,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was like explorers like find it like when they settled there or whenever they like discovered it. You know Dole,
What was that?
Dole the company that makes like juice and
I don't think so.
like fruit, canned
Okay.
fruit, Dole,
Uh-huh.
that started in like Hawaii and shit or whatever, but they didn't want to like, and I think sugar, something about sugar as well. They anyway, they wanted to. I think they had a hard time giving up their land
Yeah,
because of this, because they're super like cultured and they're like really pride. They take pride in
I bet you
their
Hawaii is
heritage.
really rich in nutrients because if it is volcanic ash and is built from volcanoes,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah.
it's freaking
It's a beautiful
like
place,
super.
bro.
I've never been, but I definitely would
When
one
I was
day
in
check it out.
I went to Florida last month, and they were trying to upsell us, me and my friend, like a vacation stay to like well different ones around the world, but they showed us one of their best ones was a Hawaii package.
Hmm.
And dude, when they were showing us the resorts in Hawaii,
Yeah, I bet
bro,
they're beautiful, bro.
it's
Like,
to die for, like
wasn't that where they shot
paradise.
Lost? Like Lost was shot in Hawaii
I'm not sure.
and Jurassic. I think
I
Jurassic.
don't. I haven't seen too
Or,
much of Lost, bro. I
no,
ain't gonna lie. I've seen some of it, but I ain't seen a whole
I think
bunch
I
of
want
it.
to say that's where it was shot.
But it's like paradise out
Yeah,
there.
but
Beautiful.
what's weird about it is why, like, if you look at the all the devastation that happened, right, was the vehicles, like cars, rims were melted, like whole houses were like, it looked like it vaporized, and
A lot of people
you
died
know,
too.
yeah, a lot of kids died. Supposedly, like well, for some reason they didn't go to schools, so they like kept them at home. And for some reason, like a
What do
lot
you
of
mean?
children, like they canceled schools.
Well, it's summer break right now. People are just
No,
now
oh,
getting
that's
back into
true.
school.
Yeah, that is true.
But the thing is, this is like the first weeks of school returning
But a
back.
lot of places start them at different times. Like I
That's
know,
true. But
like
I mean, I thought it
it's
was America.
city.
Though. Everybody starts at the same time, no?
Yeah, but it's different time zones and all that. I
That's
don't
true.
know.
That's true.
No, I don't think so. Cause like my hometown started like a week before here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like, I know early August, like the first couple weeks of August,
Yeah.
usually is when like if you go to the stores right now, it's all back to school
You know, that's
merchandise.
another thing that I don't really see reporting on how much death, like how many have died from it. Like I don't know. Like, if you
I
do know, please leave a comment down below. But
I saw on I don't know if it was CNN or something online on Google. I was reading Google News,
yeah,
and they said there's more people being discovered. I think they said so far. I'm obviously the thing is with death tolls, you can never be 100% accurate.
yeah,
You're not gonna
cause
find
yeah,
everybody
yeah,
because
yeah,
people
yeah,
go missing,
yeah,
and
yeah.
even when people are found later on, they're already considered dead, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Before
You
they,
don't know if they had a car
yeah,
accident or whatever.
it could be any reason,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
like just like with the COVID thing, you know what I'm saying? Like when they said people die from COVID, like bro, people die every day. You
Yeah,
know what
but
I'm saying?
that had an incentive for that. So and then when during COVID, they're like, if you died of COVID, the government was gonna pay the hospitals a
Yeah, you know what
well,
I'm saying?
a well
So
amount
they
of
just
money.
called they ruled out everything COVID death, COVID death, COVID death.
Yeah,
Even people that never had any type of COVID.
they had a car accident, they died,
Yeah,
and they died
but it's
that
COVID.
happened to have COVID, and yeah,
That's why I can't really like get behind death tolls because when I looked online, they said like 100 some people died, but then they said and counting. There's still more people being discovered, more
yeah,
bodies
yeah.
being found and stuff. I don't know for real, but I don't think anybody can actually know like as big of a search party you can put out there. Like you're never gonna
It was
uncover
really
or
weird though
discover everyone.
that, like, if you look up, they're saying that a lot of the safety measures weren't working. Like there's supposed to be a state of the art, like I guess an alarm system, in case of a fire, in case because it's Hawaii's a
Well,
volcano,
yeah.
it's active volcano,
Hmm.
so they have like really good measures of hey, if it's there's a fire, we're gonna sound the alarm.
Hmm.
The alarms never they failed, they never were announced. Cops told the people that it wasn't time to evacuate yet. So, and then like for some reason, like firefighters weren't there either. They're like, they took them out. A lot of the people that were on vacation, they took them to the airports they evacuated them, but they left the people that lived there there. They're like, oh no, it's not in time for you.
That's crazy work,
And
bro.
then supposedly when the firefighters were there, that the fire hydrants weren't working. Like they turned
Hmm.
off the water. So it's like, what are they
You
doing?
think
Like
it's some
why?
ulterior motive behind
Well,
all
they're
that?
trying to make it like a green energy like city now. Like now that everything is burnt up, like but what's
Mm.
weird is why didn't the billionaires' houses burnt up? And it's like when you look at the houses, right? Y'all can find this footage. Like I'm not just making this up.
Hmm.
Like there are some trees that are burnt, but they're like super close to the houses. But like all like they're probably like 10 feet away from all the houses, and trees were perfectly not even
Yeah,
touched.
it's supposed to be forest fires,
Yeah,
and all this
all
shit
the
was
trees are
fine.
fine.
Yeah.
The only thing that burned were cars and houses.
Damn.
But the billionaires' houses, like bro, their grass is still nice and green. Their houses weren't even touched.
So they were on not even affected at all.
Yeah, not at all. Like you would go there and be like,
In
nothing
cases
happened.
in cases of extreme catastrophe like this, though, I've noticed a pattern that a lot of people with I
With
guess
wealth.
with wealth are never really affected
But
as much.
but if it's a natural disaster, why wouldn't it? If like in California, allow that when there's wildfires, the fire isn't prejudice,
Yeah,
bro. It ain't gonna be like, oh, you're a billionaire. Let me go. Let
that's
me go.
true.
Let me
Because mansions
reroute.
still get burned,
Yeah,
even in
bro. Everything is
yeah, everything gets
flammable.
touched. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I don't know. That's a good ass question.
Well, that and then they were talking about like the cars, like the rims and stuff, like they're aluminum.
Hmm.
They were melted. Like you can find puddles of melted aluminum, but the sidewalk, like the asphalt, is perfectly fine. And if you look at how what temperature does aluminum melt? It's like over 1,000 degrees,
Hmm.
and asphalt melts at the max is 300 from
Oh,
like
so it should
150
have
to 300. Yeah, bro,
been
that shit should have been melted. Like it should look like, but it's like perfectly fine. You can still see the lines like where they paint the lines and the like to
in the
keep
street.
you
Yeah,
like on the street everything is fine but the vehicles are completely melted.
that's
It's like how
weird.
how can it get that hot to melt a car but the asphalt isn't?
I don't know, but what's even like making me like a little bit on edge is the president's response to it all.
Oh yeah,
You know,
$700
seven
bro.
hundred bucks. Oh, I'm sorry, your shit got burned up.
Yeah,
Here's $700 to make
yeah.
it all go away.
But in other news, Ukraine gets another $20 billion.
Literally,
Yeah,
and
like
that's this. You hear this every other month.
yeah, yeah.
This isn't just a
We've
one-time
sent
payment.
Ukraine what 100 billion.
It's been a lot. It's up there, bro. It's up
Yeah.
there.
So I think they did a calculation on math. If the when they send the 700, I think it's only like $150 million.
Yeah,
I could be wrong. Don't like don't
it
No, it
was
was
nowhere
nothing.
near.
It was
It
nothing.
was not even a fraction of what he's been giving out to
Yeah.
Ukraine.
Why, bro?
I
What do
don't
you think?
understand.
They have to have something on them, bro.
Yeah, I was reading this shit on TikTok, bro. When I heard about the Maui fires, and everybody in the comments was like, bro, when they announced the payments, and everybody was like, this guy gives everybody $700
Yeah.
and
No, not
gives
even everybody. It's per family.
or per family, excuse
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
So yeah, you should if there's like a six family
Yeah, you just need
unit,
700
you need
bucks.
$700. Y'all figure it out how
Yeah.
you gonna split it.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
dog.
bro. Like that, and it's like, where are they supposed to get food? If like they show the homes,
Shelter,
like they show the homes, but like where are they getting the food? Like I'm pretty sure like grocery stores burnt up, like
hella
convenience
shit, bro.
stores burnt
Yeah.
up, like
Emergency centers. I'm sure a lot of shit burnt up or is overwhelmed because of
yeah.
the catastrophe and everybody, being rushed to the hospital and stuff.
Well, what
Um,
hospitals? What happened to the hospitals? Well, that's
exactly.
another thing too. Is like that I haven't seen anything on hospitals. There has to be a hospital there, right?
It's definitely good. Yeah, of course now. I mean, there's a whole community of people. There has to be some
Yeah.
type of first response.
Yeah, like at least like what's that called? Like the clinics, like
Yeah,
emergency clinics or
emergency
something like that.
clinics.
Yeah.
What happens to those?
Well,
Where
what did happen to
what
those?
did happen to those? I don't know why. Like, I don't know why people thought. I was probably obviously it's too late to undo this shit, but I don't know
Yeah.
why people thought like Biden would be a good representation for us. You know what I mean, for the country when his
See,
response to everything has
I
been
think
shit.
it wasn't that he was gonna be a good president. He was just not Trump. You get what I'm saying? Like
Uh,
everybody voted not Trump. Like like they hated this man so much
mhm.
that it didn't matter. They're like burn the country as long as it's not Trump.
As long as it's not him, and now they want this man reinstated. Well, a lot of
A
people
lot
who
of people
did
are well
hate him,
flipping back,
yeah, they were
bro,
flipping.
because
They're
now
like,
they're like, damn, we fucked up. We
they,
were lied to.
exactly.
We were lied to. We were,
And I've been hearing a lot of shit about Obama too. His
like
brother's
what?
been talking down on him.
Oh yeah, bro, I saw that. I didn't even know he had a brother
Yeah, he had a
until
brother.
recently.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know.
I ain't gonna lie. I low key feel like his brother is kind of like
A hater?
a hater in a way. But
I
then,
don't know, bro, cause they're Muslim,
yeah,
so you know how
yeah.
like you're Muslim.
I honestly, I'm sorry, but like that don't mean it
That don't
means
mean nothing.
something. But I'm saying that because of people, bro. Like I've
Yeah, yeah,
seen
yeah, yeah.
people, bro. I know
Well, it's like
people, bro.
Christianity. It doesn't mean
Yeah, like
it's
people act
however you are, you know.
pious and holy and high and mighty, but they ain't really shit, bro. Like I've seen a lot of different sides of people, bro. Like just because you identify with this, like Christians and Muslims are pretty much the same people when it comes to values and
Yeah.
beliefs and stuff. So and we're supposed to be like real good, God fearing people, but like just because you identify as a person that identifies with this group, this religious group doesn't mean you're gonna be
Yeah, you're gonna be
as righteous.
righteousness or
Yeah,
yeah.
because just because he's a Muslim doesn't mean he's a perfect man. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just because whoever's a Christian or whatever doesn't mean they're a perfect person, bro. Like at the end of the day, he's still a human being that still bleeds just like the
Yeah,
next
yeah, yeah.
person. So they might lie through their teeth, but he did bring up some points. Like, and I only brought up Obama because he and Biden were,
Yeah, the vice president.
vice
Yeah.
president. They ran together during his time. Um, his brother is just like saying that he's a pushover,
Mm-hmm.
he's easy, he's like has no backbone. You know, he's coming down on him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And he said he's like he'd rather Trump be in office than his brother. But I think he's doing that
That's
for
funny that he said that though, right?
yeah.
Because technically his brother's not in office.
He's not in office exactly, but
Technically.
his brother's right hand man is in office.
Yeah.
Biden.
But I don't like anytime you've seen the interactions with Biden and Obama, bro, Obama doesn't want to do anything with this man. Like, I think I saw like a clip of like Biden trying to get the attention of Obama while they were doing press, and Obama completely ignored the dude.
Oh
Like he
wow.
was just like he was like tapping his shoulder, and he was just like keep talking to the press, like ain't nobody there.
I really feel like a lot of these people do this shit for the cameras, for the for the public,
They're not really how they
and they're
are.
not really how they are behind closed doors when everything gets turned off. I've seen, and you notice that a lot in
Yeah,
show business in Hollywood too, bro. Like
yeah.
there's a lot of fake smiles and fake handshakes behind.
Well, they're actors, right? They have
Yeah,
to play a part, so and they're good at it. They're
yeah.
professionals. That's what they do.
And at the end of the day, they're like, let's be honest, some politicians are really much celebrities at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They all
yeah,
have a reputation to uphold. They all have like fan bases.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So
That's
they,
interesting that you said that because yeah,
yeah,
like back then, the people that were elected were for the people, and now the people that are get elected, not everybody, but most of them, at least the swamp, is just in it for like the show.
yeah.
They're
It's
just
just for
you know.
they gonna get whatever money and resources they can get. I was talking to my mom about this, like I think yesterday. She was talking about Nigeria to me,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, cause she's building a house out there, right? And she was like, it's just a shame that I can't even like trust anybody out there because that country
Yeah.
was such. She said so the currency in Nigeria is naira, right?
Okay.
And obviously we have the dollar. She said it used to be their currency used to be like higher once upon when she was a
Really?
kid.
Then the dollar.
Yeah, it was higher than the dollar once upon a time. It was like that's the best country ever, bro. Like she was like, dude, why do you think I didn't want to come to America? Why would I want to leave my perfect, beautiful country when everything is great here? But then now, literally one naira is like, I mean, $1 is like 900 naira now.
Nine
Like it's
hundred.
that bad, bro. So it's like the currency has just dipped so bad in the economy. There's so much corruption.
I actually heard news about Nigeria.
Yeah.
Or Niger. Is that how you say it?
No, there's two different countries,
Oh,
Niger
okay.
and Nigeria.
They're right next to each other, right?
I think they're close to each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're two different countries.
So I heard news about Nigeria where like so you know how the Russian pipeline like got blown up. Well, they're rerouting another pipeline that this was gonna be like
Through
I guess
Nigeria?
through Nigeria and Niger,
Okay.
where they were going to take their resources and give it to not give it but like sell it pennies at the dollar pretty much
Uh-huh.
to the UK, but it's funded by American dollar. But the Nigeria government is like, I'm done. Like they're done. They're fed up with the West, and they're like, you're not putting that pipeline through here.
Honestly, I don't want to say it, but like,
Which,
fuck the Nigerian government, bro. They're shit, bro.
right?
Themselves.
Why?
Like,
Well, it's
dude,
corrupt, right?
it's
Everywhere's
corrupt as hell.
I mean, even Mexico is
Dude,
corrupt.
yeah. My mom was saying that she's like, bro, I have like Hispanic friends that tell me the same thing about
Yeah,
their
it's the
country.
same.
Like, dude, I have so many like friends from most of my friends are foreign. Like, their parents are not from here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I have any real American friends. Like, everybody's just from everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like everybody I've had talks with their parents and stuff, and they're like, bro, like they don't want to be in this country. They rather be back home, but it's
Yeah.
corrupt. Like they're
I
not
wouldn't
gonna.
rather. Oh, nah, I'd rather be here. Just for the
I've
life.
had conversations with so many different people from different
Yeah.
countries, and most people that are not from here do not want to be here. They rather
Really?
be home. They rather be home,
Oh,
but
I
they
guess.
can't
I
because
guess that makes sense.
they have to be here to have a better life.
I think
because-
most of the people that want to leave are like the parents, but like if you like you, I wouldn't pretty sure you would rather be here than in Nigeria.
obviously because I didn't grow up in Nigeria.
But that's what I'm saying.
They grew up there, but
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they were in their youth during
Yeah,
their
yeah.
prime, it was everything and more to them.
Yeah, yeah.
But then growing up, things got bad and they
That
had
makes-
to like flee.
I think that makes sense. Bro.
Yeah.
I think everybody wants to go. Everybody but America. Most. Well, not I wouldn't say most. I would say some Americans that like hate their country because I feel like every other person
They have
that
pride.
leaves their country loves their country, but they leave because how horrible it is.
Yeah.
So
'cause
they
have to
They have to. Yeah. So if you want to succeed, you want to become a better.
survive.
Just have a better life. You have to come here. What was funny about like you were saying, well, we were talking about the corruption about every other government. I feel like our government is starting to lead that path, or if it it feels like it's not as corrupt, but it's getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's getting to the point where people are now not trusting the government. Like before, I remember when like in the '90s, early 2000s, bro, you had all the faith that the government was there to serve you.
Mm-hmm.
Now I feel, this is my opinion, that most people now feel that the government is there to serve themselves.
Oh, for sure. There's
Like, have you
always
seen
an
this?
agenda.
Like the song that came out, Rich Man. What's it called? Something in Richmond. The other side, it's like a country singer, I guess. Like he's just a humble guy, like out in his backyard or something.
What's the
Like
name? What's the guy's name?
I don't know. It's like super popular, and let me see if I can find it on TikTok. Make sure I put this down. I don't want
Cause I
to
don't really listen to country, but there are some
Well,
country
no,
singers
like
that I do know
everybody, it's like number one
on
in
charts right
Apple.
now.
Yeah, like I've never seen this guy before, like
Hmm.
ever. And I listen to country music, you know. I don't
Is he
dislike it.
talking about
Yeah, he's talking about like the government, like he's just a hardworking man that feels like the government isn't working for you anymore, like they're working for themselves.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, bro.
Bro,
I
I've
mean,
seen people cry like for every ethnicity, like when they're listening to this song, like some of them are like tearing up.
is this a black man?
No, he's a white,
He's white.
white guy with like blonde hair, red beard.
Okay, nah. Cause
Let me
I've
see.
been seeing this like TikToks to this black guy. He's a really like good country singer, and he spoke something similar about that, and he's black, but when he's singing his country music, bro, he
What's this
sounds
guy?
like every country singer you've ever known.
I haven't muted it that way.
I ain't never seen this man before.
No, you haven't seen that
No.
song? Oh, what's it called? Oh, The Rich Man North of Richmond.
Mm-mm.
There's like number one. You should listen to it. It's really good.
Like Richmond in here, Texas, or
No, just The Rich Man North of Richmond.
I've never seen
Maybe
him.
he's from Texas. I don't know.
How is he a ginger and a blonde at the same time?
My hair is different. I have black and technically, like when I grow it out, it's reddish.
Yeah, I was kind of your shit's kind of
Yeah.
like brown, red, or something.
Yeah.
How do y'all do that?
I don't know, bro. It's genetics. We ain't doing it on purpose.
God damn. Like I
But
know,
yeah, you
like
should
my
check it
tips
out.
are like a little brown, I guess, or
Yeah.
whatever. But that's cause like I don't know, son. I
My
don't know
hair
what the
used to
fuck
be when
happened.
I was little, but it was like reddish.
I've never even dyed my hair. That's
Yeah.
weird. I guess.
You don't need to.
Yeah. I thought about it, but no.
What color, blue or what?
Like gray or white or
Oh,
something.
why would we sick? Actually,
Right?
yeah.
That'd be cool as hell.
But anyways, I don't know, bro. Like I feel like a lot of people, especially like with things that happen like in Maui and happening like all around the world, I feel like something's coming. Something's coming that I think people should be start getting prepared for, start getting like resources and
Honestly, where my mind is right now, bro, I'm just so like because I've seen, I don't know, like I feel like a lot of motherfuckers, bro, like they just like not really tapped into their consciousness, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm some super enlightened guy,
mm-hmm.
but I know I'm wise for my age, and I know like I think so. I'm a thinker, bro. Like I think so much about a lot of things most people wouldn't even that it wouldn't even cross a lot of people's mind, bro. Like I think about everything all the time, and it's
Yeah.
sometimes it drives me. I feel like it's driving me mad because it's like, bro, just worry about yourself. But it's like I just can't worry about myself. I worry about like everybody, people who don't even know I exist. You know, I'm worried
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
I'm worried about a lot of shit, bro. At this point in my life, I'm like, obviously it's out of my hands. I'm not God. I can't control it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm at this point where like I'm just like trying to get the hell out the way and just go like somewhere where like I'm just minding my business.
But I feel like no, it doesn't matter where you go now. Like it's gonna get to a point where you can't outrun it. Like you either have to like
What is
confront
it
it.
though?
The I think the globalist. I think we're trying. I think the government is with the United Nations. I think they're trying to make it to where it's just one government that rules the whole world.
Oh,
So it
world.
won't one world government.
It's
To
not gonna
where
happen.
I think it is.
No?
I think it's closer than we think.
Egos collide too much, and we all have nukes. People don't want to bow down to the next man, bro. Everybody's dick is bigger than the next guy's, bro. I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen. Oh, my dick's bigger.
You think
I'm
you
telling
think it
you.
won't happen, but then there's a lot of stuff that we wouldn't assume. Like a lot of people that were just like Trump would never be in office. There's no.
I ain't gonna lie. I
fucking
did not think that was gonna
way.
happen though.
That's what I'm saying,
not
bro.
gonna lie to you.
So that's the thing, bro. You have to expect the unexpected because if you don't expect the unexpected, then you'll
You're
get
right.
surprised.
You're right.
But if you expect it, you're like, well, it was inevitable. Like it's written in the holy books.
I've heard.
That this world will become like a one world order, and it's even in our dollar. Like our dollar has been, it says one world order.
Does it?
Yeah,
I don't got no cash in me, or else I'll pull it out and read
I
that
would put it in my
shit.
wallet, but I don't have it. It's in the other room.
Damn.
But yeah, bro. So it's like I think it's getting to that point where, like, they're preparing us. Like COVID was a test, and we fucking failed. We gave them all the power, bro. They told you what to do, what to wear, when you could work, when you couldn't work, who could work.
And we thought it was bad here, nigga.
Bro,
China,
bro,
they had it bad.
that's what I'm saying, bro. But we gave up our liberties for a disease that had a 99.8 survival rate.
It's a crazy word.
So
You know why
because
though?
of a
It's, we,
point
we
two.
panicked. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was a new
People
thing.
were scared.
They were
That's
scared
why.
because of the information that was given to them, right? It's a new thing,
Yeah.
supposedly, or it was, Um, so then it's like, couldn't they just keep playing that playbook? Oh, we have a new COVID 20.
No. You would think that they could just like run it back, but like now people are like, you know,
But what
people
if, but
people
what
are
if this
tapped in
time?
now.
But what if this time they actually do develop something that kills not
Like that's
freaking
actually
point two,
fatal.
that actually kills, let's say, 10%. So not like 90% survival rate. 'Cause 10% is a lot.
Yeah, it is. When it comes to life, any fucking percent is a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like life is valuable as hell. I
Because
don't
I
think
mean,
people realize that.
think about it, bro. Like all these people that are taking this, the jab, because we can't say the other word.
Yeah.
Like LeBron James' son.
He had a heart
He
attack.
had a heart attack, bro.
Like last month or a few weeks
He's
ago.
an athlete, bro. He comes from, like, he has good genetics.
Fuck the athlete. He's a kid.
Just that's where I was
Yeah.
going to, bro. He's an athlete. He has good genetics. He's a freaking kid and had a heart attack.
They said he had it in the gym though while he was training. Oh, he did have to take that thing though. He did.
Bro, but what I'm saying is, like, when have you ever when I was growing up, I never heard of kids having heart attacks. A kid, bro.
But
It
then
didn't
again-
matter how much, bro. You're a kid. You can run for days. I remember
you
we
gotta
played
understand
soccer.
though. You gotta. I still do. You gotta understand, bro. Like a lot of times though, and I was literally. That's crazy that you bring that up because I was in the gym. I work out like pretty much every day at this point in my life now.
Yeah.
Helps to get my mind off things. I was in the gym with this guy and I was looking at myself. He's 49.
Okay.
He asked me how old I was and I was like, I just turned 26. He's like, all right, bet. He's like, keep going. He asked me about, anyways, we had to talk about, my goals in the gym and stuff.
Yeah.
Big ass guy. And he asked me if I ever considered, juicing or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like, but don't. Because he told me he thought about it, but then he saw what it did to everybody around him. Because he used to work out in like Gold's Gym with all the meatheads and the juicers. And he said people would like share needles and like he's seen people jab himself like in front of him and go crazy like roid rage and stuff. Anyway, I say that to say that a lot of times nowadays, bro, kids are taking shit that they have no. I sent you that video of that 16-year-old kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You seen that shit,
I knew
bro?
a guy.
Like,
I knew a guy when I was
But-
joining him. That he was a high school kid that was juicing.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, people take this shit. A lot of kids are being introduced to shit now that I wouldn't say like maybe the last generation. I'm not saying steroids weren't around. Obviously, before somebody come at me in a video talking about steroids been around forever.
They've been
I
around
get
for
it,
a while. Yeah.
but like all this like pre-workout shit, all this C4, all this shit that like people take now, and a lot of kids are getting their hands on this shit. That shit is really just all it is overworking your heart, making your body pump blood at a rate that it's not supposed to be pumping at naturally. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Unnatural levels of testosterone. So kids are touching shit that they have no business touching, and I feel like it's affecting them.
I don't know about unnatural, like, because they've done studies where, like, compared to like 1950s, men's testosterone has dropped like more than half.
Yeah, but people are taking these supplements and these chemicals in
which
their
actually
bodies.
stop your hormones from producing
from doing what it's
testosterone.
supposed to do naturally.
Yeah.
And so that's overworking your heart prematurely.
You think it's the food that we're eating that's
That
killing
could be
that?
it too, bro. But like, people are just like people are touching shit they have no business touching.
Yeah.
Especially at doses they have no. Kids don't listen to no dosage. Nobody read no damn labels. They pop the shit open and just pop it in.
And if it
and
makes
eat
them feel good, like the more the better, right?
The more the better, bro. Like I've seen people take water, put it in the fucking can, and just drink it out the can, bro. Like
That's crazy.
That's
bro.
crazy. People are really fucking with this shit, and
You
they
know,
think it's
what it is?
a game.
It's trends, right? Like, for example, like kids are
Trends,
so
bruh. Social media, dog.
Was it impressionable?
Mm-hmm.
Where they're like the whole Tide Pod thing. Like, who the hell? Like, it literally
That was
says, "Don't freaking. You can die."
Yeah.
It's like, oh, let me take
Fuck, you
this.
don't have to read that, nigga. It's soap. Why are we eating soap? It's laundry detergent. Would
Yeah,
you
but
ever
it's
crack open a bottle
chemical.
of Dawn or Gain or whatever and like just drink this shit? But then again, you got people drinking bleach for views on YouTube
But
and
that's what
TikTok
I'm
and shit.
saying,
Yeah,
bro. Like people nowadays will do anything for just a
whatever it
like.
takes, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes. You seen the Island Boys doing what they did just to get on, and now they taking it further.
Aren't they in prison again or something like that?
I
I
don't
don't know.
know. I don't know, but they just came out as gay for real. So
Really?
yeah,
Whatever.
it makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So yeah, that's my point, bro. Like, I didn't expect for LeBron's son to go out the way he. I mean,
I
thank
was
God he's still
like,
here.
I was like, what?
I
He
mean,
went
like,
out.
I mean, like, for
Yeah,
that to
yeah.
happen to him, but it's like I'm sure, and I know he trains hard because he's an athlete.
You think he would have passed away if he wasn't wealthy? Like if he was just an average guy, bro, and just
I don't
heart
know
attack.
if he didn't get the proper medical attention.
Cause you know he
probably
got the
would've-
best, bro.
Oh, for sure. I
Yeah.
mean, his dad's a billionaire.
Oh,
So,
probably.
damn near. If
Yeah.
not, he's damn near whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're loaded.
Money ain't like
He said-
doctors ain't enough.
Yeah, like the best of best.
100,000
For sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know, but then there also is another kid. I think he's like 19 or 20. I forgot what college he went to. Some other young kid just died of a heart attack as well while training.
That's crazy, bro. Like,
Yeah.
well, like a lot of soccer players have been like passing out, and bro.
Shit's scary, bro.
If you like, when did, like, I would like to see a study, which I probably need to go check it out. Is from 2020, right? Soccer players, because those I would assume that they do the most cardio like out of everybody.
Oh, yeah, we run for 90
You
minutes
run for
or
90
more.
or more. Like, yeah, if you go overtime, it's more. You know. How many deaths has happened before 2020 till and then after? Because it seems like there's a higher increase of deaths due to heart attacks after 2020.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, the game hasn't changed. It's not like you're running for 120 minutes now.
Nah,
It's
the
still
same
90
game.
minutes. Same game.
Same game.
But why are they like? And it's like these people were fit, and now out of nowhere they're just popping.
These people are conditioned, bro. Like, to do this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
And they're not taking steroids. They're not taking anything.
Because people get tested for this shit, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
especially when you're in the big leagues.
that,
you can't
and
take
it's
that.
like, bro, they're lean. You have to stay lean. Steroids bulks you up.
Yeah,
Yeah, these
facts.
motherfuckers are like built like.
Skinny,
but
you know what
they're
I'm saying?
skinny,
They're cut,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
they're
mean? Like I
cut.
said, they're lean, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, it's scary to think about that stuff. And I know a lot of athletes were forced pretty much to.
Yeah, you have
take
to,
this.
or if not, you'll get
You can't play, or you
can't
don't
play.
get paid,
Yeah.
contracts.
Well,
or
I mean, if you
whatever.
can't, if you don't play, you don't get paid.
You don't get exactly, and I mean, you gotta hold up your end of the bargain because you did sign a contract
Yeah,
for
yeah.
X amount of money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really like this. They really had him by the balls, bro. With that
That's what I'm
with
saying,
that
bro. Like,
job.
imagine if they come out with a rule that like everybody has to be this like this is the new rule, this is the new norm, overnight, where everybody is this religion. If you're not, well, then you don't have a job. Let's say they don't kill you,
Yeah.
but they're just like you don't have a job, you can't work. What do? You're eventually gonna die. You can't buy food. You can't buy.
I feel
You know
like
what
that
I'm saying?
crippled the economy like really fast.
What do they
bro.
care? Think about like
Yeah.
if they're billionaires, right, or like trillionaires. There has to be trillionaires. The people that really run the world.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what do they care if governments fall? Like, they're above the government.
That's
Like,
true.
if the United States falls, okay, who cares? I still have, like, we're just playthings.
That's true.
You know, we're
It's
just
just one of
we're just
every
one
other
of
country.
one of 1,000.
Yeah.
I don't know how many countries are in the world. You
There's a
know,
bunch of them, but
There's a bunch.
yeah.
So they're just like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. I'll build another one on the wreckage of the old one. Like, it's not like the land isn't gonna be there. There's just something get conquered. Okay, well, a new system will develop.
Like, you just make new rules and
New
people
rules,
just
yeah.
don't follow them.
Exactly.
That's crazy to think about that. I don't know. I hope it doesn't get there to that point. I'm just very glad I didn't, choose to. I was so close to taking that shit because I thought I had to. Especially I
Yeah.
had this really really dope like job opportunity that I was gonna take like late last year.
Yeah.
But I fumbled it because I was like, hell no, I'm not taking it. And that was one of their only requirements, bro, to take that shit. And I literally had my foot in the door with that job, and everything was green. That was the last check.
Yeah.
That
But
was the
why,
last
though?
box of check.
Well,
I
like,
don't know. And
like
I said
if you,
no.
If you already had it,
pulled
you're already immune to it. And people that have had the jab,
And I was
why-
down to wear a mask, bro. Like,
yeah, like
fuck
if
it.
you have to, like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But what's weird is like now the evidence says that even a mask wasn't doing anything. It
Not
was
even
just for
that.
show.
Bro, not even that, bro. Like, literally, cases of COVID are spiking up again.
Oh, you know
new
what's funny? You know
variants.
what's funny about the mask thing though? You
What?
know that now they're having studies that wearing a mask is actually bad for your health.
Oh
Like how
really?
for that long, yeah, because you're breathing in all just carbon monoxide or whatever we breathe out. I
Mm,
mean, I don't know what it is. Pretty sure it's carbon monoxide. I could be wrong. I don't know. Or carbon
carbon.
dioxide, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever we breathe out. I'm not a scientist or
I was
anything.
gonna
I
say
haven't
I
been in
would
school in
correct
a
you, but
freaking
I'm
long.
not sure my damn self. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna cap.
exactly. I haven't. We have been in school in a long time, so
Um, what's it
whatever we
called?
breathe out.
But you notice how a lot of like Asian countries wear masks on a regular basis,
Well, they do it
even
whenever they're
prior.
sick. Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
even prior to this pandemic, bro.
Yeah.
Or,
Well, I know
like
like
that's
The Japanese would do it like if they're sick,
it's
it's
out
a
of
it's
politeness though.
yeah, yeah, it's for being courteous to somebody
Yeah,
else because you don't want to get them sick.
yeah,
You
true.
know.
Because
Yeah.
a lot of times, even they have like mandates, whether you're sick or not. Like just I don't know, like you said, just about
Yeah,
courtesy.
but they would do it whenever they're out, and then we'll go back home and take it
Oh, for
off.
sure, they're not
But
wearing it all day.
but we had to. You gotta think about it. You work. You're
Ain't nobody in a
it,
house with a mask on.
no, but when your kids when they're at school, how long are they at school for? 8 hours.
True.
And then you go home. We gotta go to the grocery
On the
store
bus ride
on the bus
home.
ride home. So the
Yeah,
only time they could take it off is at home.
that's true.
So all day they're wearing this mask.
10 hours or more a
If you're
day.
working, you gotta wear that mask. If you're
True.
a nurse,
I used to hate having
12
to wear
hour
that shit,
shifts.
bro. But I was so paranoid about catching that shit because I did get caught.
Yeah,
I caught that
I
shit.
think everybody in the world
Yeah,
got COVID.
and it was bro, probably the worst feeling I've ever had.
Yeah,
And I was like, bro, like
it was bad.
it
Like
was so
no,
bad.
not to belittle
Yeah,
the
it was
COVID. It
bad,
was
bad,
bad. It
bro.
was one of the worst.
It ain't
Uh,
knocked me down as obviously thank God like
it just got me
I could
super
fight it.
tired. Like
Super
I was
tired.
just sleeping all day, pretty much.
I felt
No
just
energy.
nasty. I just felt bad. Like
Everything
just
got salty.
yeah, like everything was just it couldn't taste. Just like ugh, man. And I don't know. That's not a feeling I ever want to go through again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was paranoid of that. That's why I wore the mask. But I was like, no matter what, I'm not getting that shit in me. I'm not putting that shit in me, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing that. And I'm glad I chose to stand on that because now that I'm seeing all these new cases of a bunch of like you said a bunch of young people that should not have these problems having problems. I'm so glad I didn't cave in and
Yeah.
fold just for a few bucks, you know what I'm saying, a year or whatever. But I just feel like health is like the most valuable, like life
No
is the
money.
most
No
valuable.
amount of money
Yeah,
can
bro. Like
equate
it's
to
life
your
is
health.
just the most valuable thing in the world, especially health is wealth. And that statement isn't really like, I guess, appreciated enough because it's really true, dog. Like health is wealth, man.
What do you think? So going back to the Maui thing, what do you think really started the fire? Like where
Was it a
did it
volcanic
start?
activity or no?
I don't think so.
I don't know then. I mean, are they blaming it on global warming?
No.
Oh, that's why they're trying to go green.
Yeah, they're blaming it on global warming.
That's why I feel like that's why Cali's so green because they be having a lot of like natural disasters like wildfires and
Yeah, but that's because most
mudslides and
people,
shit.
when they go camping, they'll leave the fire out. And they
But
won't put it
but then
out.
they do have a lot of like tectonic activity out there.
They just have, but it's not volcanic. It's just.
I know that's not like that's like earthquakes and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
but they just have a lot of natural disasters. But I don't know this going green shit, bro. Like it sounds great on paper, right? But like when you get down to the real nitty gritty
But
about
why
it,
are they trying to? What's the like? Okay, so anytime that somebody's trying to sell you something, right? They have an agenda. They have something, right? What's the agenda with Go Green? What does the
to save
government
the planet.
benefit? Okay, save the planet. The planet's been here for supposedly billions of years.
Yeah, but I guess
I don't think the planet will be fine without us. If anything, you know what I mean?
I think we when we came along though, especially during like the industrial era or whatever, when everything was like locomotive
Yeah,
trains
yeah,
and
yeah.
factories were still like popping or just like just started like really hit the ground running. A lot of pollution was like released into the air, and I think it's like I don't know. They've been doing that shit for
Yeah,
generations
but
before we started giving a damn about going green. You
you
know
know
what I
what's
mean?
funny about that though? Like I think I could be wrong. Like I said, we're not scientists. We're just normal people, just
Hmm.
like y'all. We could be wrong. We awfully am. But I want to say I saw a study where you know how they go to the Arctic Circle, they go to Antarctica, scientists to like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
deal cores of ice,
Hmm.
and like I said, I could be wrong, but the last ice age, they said that they recorded the CO2 levels were like double or triple the amount of CO2 that we have currently today.
Hmm.
There, during that ice age, we weren't really like there. Well, we can't say that. Oh, there was cars polluting it. There wasn't a billion or 7 billion people or 8 billion, how many people
There's
was
a
there in the
lot more
world?
people now than there was ever been.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
But there
ever
was like no airplanes polluting. There was no cars polluting. There was no
factories and stuff.
factories that are polluting. So why was it so high? What if it's just nature?
You think it's
You know
just
what I'm
you
saying?
do so you do think so you don't I'm guessing you don't believe in like the whole global warming
I
agenda.
think the Earth has just how our. I think the Earth is a living organism that can repair itself
The
when
Earth is
stuff thing.
definitely alive,
But
dog.
that's what
It's
I'm saying.
life.
Like think about whatever you believe. If you're an atheist, you're really whatever. Your body repairs itself whether you want to or not. If
Yeah,
you cut yourself, it doesn't stay open.
yeah,
Like it'll heal, and then before you know it, especially if you're young, bro, it wouldn't even leave a scar.
yeah.
Why would we think that the Earth
Can't do the
wouldn't do
same.
can't do the same?
Mm,
And why don't we think it has a cycle? Like, what if that's its natural cycle? If we're speeding it up, okay, we're speeding it up. But it has a way of repairing itself.
well, going green at the same time, like that's a whole nother like
But if going green doesn't
market
really,
for people.
really save the earth. If anything, you're destroying a lot more forests. Like, imagine how many trees they kill, right, to go green, to get these batteries,
Hmm.
instead of planting them that eat the CO2. Like, that's plant food,
Hmm.
and they release oxygen.
Hmm.
So why are we destroying the Amazon forest?
Like I said, I think like, and if you notice now, bro, I think Lambo just came out with a
A
Lamborghini just
Lamborghini?
came out with a new electric car
Yeah, that's,
called
everybody is. Porsche's coming out with a hybrid car.
yeah.
Lamborghini,
I've been seeing
Ferrari, all
so
these
many electric
Bugattis,
Porsches.
Bugattis,
Yep.
Ford, even like smaller companies, Ford, Toyota, Honda,
Honda. Everybody
Volkswagen.
got so many like uh uh models
You
of
know what's
electric
you know what's
vehicles
funny
now.
about that though?
Wow.
If you look at who owns all these companies, bro, it's usually one. Like
It all come down to the same
Volkswagen owns
person though.
Lamborghini, owns Volkswagens,
Really?
yeah,
I didn't know that at all.
yeah.
But
The
I did notice that back when we used to work in the shop, like I think it's Infinity and Mercedes.
yeah, Infinity. What is Infinity?
I know some
Infinity and Nissan are the same company. Lexus and Toyota are the same.
no, I know that, but like there's I think it was Infinity, bro. It had to be Infinity where I seen like Mercedes parts or Mercedes like
Really?
the plastics under the hood were like Mercedes and the car was an Infinity or some shit like that. But I do know. I feel like it's probably one guy, one big, just
I think it's BlackRock.
shark.
BlackRock and the vendor. Was it Vandergrill? Vandergill? Uh,
Vanderbilt. Is
Vanderbilt.
it Vanderbilt?
I think so. Something like that. Those group. If you look at all the companies in the world, right, it always goes back to like two or three
Yeah, I
companies.
was gonna say one person is sitting back collecting from everybody.
BlackRock for sure. I know BlackRock owns a lot of the companies, like a lot of the insurance. Like everybody thinks it's it's Google, it's Geico.
Hmm.
But then if you trace back who owns who owns it really, like the
It's not like a
shareholders, they
pyramid, I
have they
guess.
have the most shares on all of everything.
Hmm.
So like everything leads back to Vandergill, how can I say it, and BlackRock,
Hmm.
and it's like, bro, those are the people that really are running the world. Because if they say like, hey, we're gonna do this, we need this, these laws passed so we can do this.
But
We need this land. Oh, Hawaii. Oh, I guess we need your land.
the thing is, when you ask questions like that, like why do they want to go green? Why do they care about saving the earth? But it's like, think about how that sounds to people who are easily impressionable and don't really know a lot. They're like, oh,
It
I can do
seems,
my part to save
yeah,
the
it
earth
seems
by
nice.
buying this. Like they're making a bunch of bread off of this, bro.
But then it goes back to that whole thing that we were talking about before, where it's like we have lost connections of the process. You see the outcome. Like everybody's like, oh man, I want a Tesla. I want my iPhone. I want the newest iPhone. I want the newest technology. And they're great to have. We're not
Yeah,
telling you not to have them, but just know that you're not really green.
yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? Nothing
It's a
is green.
false. It's kind of like a
It's a false
false,
narrative.
yeah, false narrative, bro. Like y'all really selling people dreams, and they're buying the hell out of it
Yeah, yeah,
fast. You know what I mean? Without any research, but like when you market the shit that they're marketing, the way they market it, to the masses,
yeah.
people eat it up, and they're gonna give you their money without
Yeah.
you really even asking for it. They want that shit. Like, oh, I have to get this new Tesla. I have to get the new iPhone. I have
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
get, the new Samsung. I have to get, they just have to. They need these things. You know what I'm saying? It's people, bro. I know a lot of motherfuckers, bro, like that'll go broke to like keep up with some. You know what I'm saying?
Keep up with the
To
Joneses.
keep up with, just to keep up with the times. Like you rather starve. I mean, yeah, you rather starve by going to pretty much trying to live a lifestyle you can't afford, than actually out, survive out here.
But that's what's funny, bro.
Trying to go
Because wealthy
green.
people don't do that.
Fuck no.
Wealthy people are the ones that own the companies you buy,
Hell
and then
yeah.
they sell you the dream. Oh, they'll sell you. Oh, rich people wear this, rich people wear that, when they really don't.
Oh yeah, hell
They
no.
own the companies that wear that,
Yeah, like
or
I
if
ain't
they
never
do,
seen
they
Trump
get
in
it for
a
free.
true.
Because for example, one day this podcast will be
Oh, it's gonna be
big.
huge.
It's gonna be huge, right?
Yeah.
As long as we keep doing it. And then it's counterintuitive because companies will give you free stuff to promote them and your podcast.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, wear my shirt,
Or affiliates.
or yeah, affiliates, or like, hey, you own a car, like, hey, Kia will be like, hey, I'll give you this car, just say like, hey, you'd love it, you whatever, but we're gonna give you this car, or Lamborghini, let's say,
Oh, so
or
people.
whatever.
Okay, okay, I see what you're saying now.
So then you build up this facade that you have a beautiful home, beautiful cars, that you got everything for free.
Mm-hmm.
So people think that that's how rich people should go, so they can go buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They kind of use whoever that is as like a pawn. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? To
You're their advertisement.
the advertisement, like you're the middleman before the consumers. You know what I'm saying? And then when consumers see you, they see the lifestyle that they could be living if they
Yeah.
did what you did.
Exactly. Because if you look at like any guru, like I remember one of the when I was learning about entrepreneurship and all this stuff. Do you remember Ty Lopez?
Yes.
Bro,
The guy with the books and the
yeah,
glasses.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know. It's my Lamborghini in his garage.
In his
Yeah,
garage.
I
Dude, that
know.
was a
I see
video
that.
that like launched him in my garage. And he didn't sell you anything other than a lifestyle. He showed you the glamours, the Lamborghinis, the beautiful home.
Yeah.
How did I get this?
That
Buy my
slick, that
course.
slick ass haircut.
Yeah,
that
buy my course. Yeah, and then like people just started hating on him, bro.
Yeah.
Like they were like, he was like, for all he is a
Man,
successful man.
it's not.
He was wealthy, but he figured out a way to increase his wealth exponentially.
Yeah, facts. And this is before like now when everybody has a course.
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
has.
Everybody has a
You know what I'm
course, so,
saying?
yeah.
Everybody got a PDF. Oh, this is how you get rich.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
go buy
Everybody
my
has
course. Buy my course.
quick funnels. Everybody
Yeah.
has everything.
He was way ahead of the times, and this was probably what like 6 years ago. This was a minute ago.
Bro, I think it was longer
Like
than
10 years.
Yeah, I was like 10,
It was a
12
minute.
years. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He was way ahead of the curve. Like I ain't gonna lie, that's some visionary shit to do because that's literally the blueprint
Yeah, yeah.
that everybody's taking
He
now
found his
to
blue
get it
ocean.
out. Yeah, facts.
And now he's not doing it anymore
don't
because
need to.
it's
It's
a red ocean now.
saturated.
Yeah, it's too saturated.
It's way too saturated.
Yeah.
Like we
He
just
got
said,
in quick. He got in at
everybody-
the beginning.
Yeah, everybody got a course right now. Like
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
it's not one. You go on any entrepreneur page, whatever the hell, like there's an affiliate link with a course in it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it's always the same shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Which affiliate links aren't bad. I would say like
A lot of
like
people, you can still
Amazon
make money
affiliate.
with affiliate marketing for sure.
Like for example, like if we ever get big, we could have Amazon affiliates where people want to start a podcast. They could have this mic,
Yeah,
the Rode
you have
mic,
affiliates.
tablet, have affiliates, go buy it and support the channel that way. Especially like if you enjoy the content, like people need to be able to sustain it. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But I feel like where it becomes a scam is where you sell fluff, because people don't really tell you the secrets. Like until like even in the course, right? They might tell you a little bit, but then it's like
I've purchased
not
a course
everybody.
before, bro.
Yeah.
And even
Oh, I
in
have
that
to.
course, there's something else to purchase. There's
Yeah,
another,
yeah, yeah.
there's something else
Yeah,
to purchase.
there's
Oh, the real
upsells.
secret,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
real secret is this.
Yeah.
See, I gave you this, but the real sauce is here.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. And then you
You
buy
know what I
that,
mean?
and then there's like then there's another quick
bro,
sauce.
how you
And
think this? How you get money, bro?
Yeah, yeah. And the real secret is build your own course and
Yeah.
tell that there's a secret.
Do the same
That's-
shit he's
yeah,
doing
yeah.
to you to other people.
Yeah, yeah,
That's how you really get it.
yeah.
But they don't teach you that shit because you're so
Bec-
busy. I thought the answer was gonna be in the course, and I bought the
Yeah.
course. Oh, the answer must be in this new link.
Yeah.
You pay for that shit. And some of these things are subscriptions, bro. So they're like,
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think at first they were one-time payments, and then they got smarter. It's like, you know what? if I make it cheaper and just make it a subscription because
That's how you retain customers.
because I feel like the trick is right. Like you think about it. Before when it was Blockbuster, what really killed Blockbuster was Redbox.
Oh
Red
yeah,
when Redbox came out, bro, when you can rent for $1 and you can
games
have it,
too.
bro. Games, it like that and Netflix,
Hmm.
because I think Netflix. Yeah, I remember, bro, when I was growing up and you know,
I forgot about
yeah,
Redbox. You don't
Redbox,
see them
bro.
a
You
lot
don't
no
see them
more.
anymore
Yeah,
because now everybody streams,
yeah,
right? And even Netflix started where they would send you movies
yep.
or DVDs, and then they now they're more strictly just stream. Like
And
you know
Netflix
what?
has
Like,
games now.
do they really?
Yeah, they're not like Call of Duty
Oh,
games,
you know
but they
what? I
have
think I have
they
seen it.
have games like mobile games
Yeah,
and
yeah,
other cool
yeah,
shit. Yeah.
yeah. So they're trying to move into another blue ocean. You know what I mean? Like, hey, let's pick up. We need
Shit's
to pick
working.
up.
And you know, since Netflix started, it's literally doubled in the monthly subscription.
Really?
Yeah, it used to be like seven ninety
Yeah,
five
yeah,
or some
yeah. Oh,
shit. Now
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah. And
14,
and you're gonna
16
pay it,
bucks.
right?
Yep.
You're gonna
People are
pay
gonna
it
pay
because
it.
you enjoy it.
Oh yeah. Like as many notifications I've got, they're like, oh, we're going up to $10. Okay,
Yeah.
we're going up to
You're
$14.
just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
You need to watch Netflix.
They still gonna charge that. You know, they
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
bill you every month anyway.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I'm still gonna watch my favorite movies.
Well, you see, because then back to what we're saying is before they would be like courses were like even I'm sorry, my brain is like even you remember Windows. Now it used to be where you could buy it, or when you buy your PC, it came with Windows. Like
Oh
with
yeah.
now it's a
You
subscription.
gotta get that shit now. Yeah.
Yeah, because before if you didn't have it, you could buy it, and you
Yep.
would have it in your computer.
Forever. Yeah.
And now it's a
A
yearly
yearly
subscription.
subscription. Buy it for a year, and
Yeah.
it's like 100 or whatever the hell
Yeah,
it
yeah, bro. So,
costs.
cause now they figured out like it's kind of like cures. There's no money in cures.
Yeah, no.
The cures, if you buy it one time, I don't keep getting that money every month.
Facts.
But if I make it to where it's like, well, it's a treatment. Well,
Yeah.
now you have to pay me every month.
Exactly.
And
keep coming back.
how many people can I get on my treatment or
Facts.
my subscription?
I hated that
It's
shit,
the same
bro.
thing, bro.
When
It's
I got
the
my
same shit.
laptop, I bought a new laptop, and I think I just got it. I haven't had it for too long, in 2021.
Yeah.
And like I've been so accustomed like to having Windows,
yeah.
home office, all that shit.
Yeah,
like,
there you go. Home office.
everything.
Yeah. Excel.
Excel,
Yeah, yeah.
all that shit, Outlook, all that shit, bro. And then now I'm like, I was trying to like, get on
Get your free month
Microsoft
trial.
Word, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I gotta pay this shit a year now,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, what you gonna do?
You
Not
have
do
to.
it?
Exactly.
You gotta do it.
Yeah,
You know what I
especially
mean?
like if you're going
You
to
gotta get
school
work done,
or
bro.
wherever.
Hell yeah, school. I bought it because I was a student. It was a cool
I
ass
want to
laptop.
say if you get a Mac, they have something that's like, but it's included in it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and that's free.
Yeah, it's part of the Mac.
I don't know. I've never really been accustomed. I got a Samsung.
Trust
It's
me,
cool
if
as
you get
fuck though.
if you get a Mac, bro.
My shit's cool as hell
is-
though. My laptop's nice.
No, I'm telling you, I'm sure it's nice.
It's
It ain't a Mac
touchscreen,
though.
flips back like kind of like this and
It
everything.
ain't a Mac though.
It's cool.
I'm telling you, bro. But well, what's so cool because my wife has one, and she uses it for her real
There's
estate
different
business.
models, right? Of Macs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You can get like a laptop. You can get like a
I've never really-
desktop, or you
Only-
can get it all in one. You can get
Okay,
whatever.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But what's really cool about like for example, a laptop, right? She uses it for her real estate business. The like if you're getting text messages or anything, you can AirDrop it to your laptop.
Oh, it's
or
synced together,
It's
okay.
synced.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is
Oh, kinda
synced.
like
Your
an iPad.
tablet. Yeah, yeah, your iPad. But it's a computer.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, if you have like for example when we do TikTok, sometimes I have to try to be because I don't have one. I have to come up with more creative ways instead of like AirDropping it to my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
I have to like go and drop it to Dropbox, and then I can import it to my phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To be able to do our TikToks, I would do. But if I had a Mac, I could like. There's no such thing as this file is too big to send. You AirDrop
You're
it.
literally just
Yeah.
transferring it to the next
Yeah,
device.
you transfer it to the next device, and then you could do it from anything.
That's convenient.
Yeah, bro, it's super
like that.
convenient. There's a lot, and then it has an Excel program.
I like that.
It has Word, like it's like Word, and then Excel where like it can manage your, like you can make a like a budget for yourself, and they'll like tell you how much where all your money is going. Like you can make it. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty badass.
That's cool as hell. I might need to look into that, but I've never owned a lot of Apple products. The only Apple product
we
I've ever
freaking-
owned, like iPhone.
Yeah.
That's probably it. Because I stand by Android. I've always loved Android.
Yeah.
Up until I got an iPhone. The only reason why I was sold on the iPhone was because I kept feeling left out every time people send me emojis because all my
Oh.
friends had
Yeah.
iPhones. And I was so stubborn. I was like, I'm never going to get an iPhone. But then my pictures were never as good as theirs.
Yeah.
Because
Whenever you
iPhone,
send it.
yeah. Like when I take pictures on my phone, it looks nice. And then I send it out. They're like, what the hell is this shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like, damn, it's not like I don't have a good phone. It's just
Yeah.
for some reason it's
The
not.
software is.
Yeah, it's just not doing what an iPhone could do. I don't know why. So I folded and I got an iPhone, and I love the iPhone.
Don't worry, you'll fold when you get a. You'll get a Mac.
I don't know. I might have
I'm
to go check
telling
it
you,
out.
bro,
I'm gonna go look at
it's-
it at the store first.
Well, you could try my
And-
wife, and she could show you.
Oh yeah, she does have one.
Yeah.
Is it also touchscreen
No,
and stuff?
it's not touchscreen or anything.
Oh, okay. I mean
but-
that's not the deal breaker for me. I'm just asking. You know what I mean?
Most people think and they're like, dude, if you do
I
that
thought
to
it
a Mac,
was.
a Mac user, bro, everybody. Oh yeah, because it's like glass. It looks
Yeah.
like a tablet.
It looks like a tablet,
Yeah,
exactly.
but it's not.
It looks like you could do that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that just adds it's an extra little. I don't know, and I find myself sometimes not even using the touchscreen. But then when I first got it, that's all I ever did was just swipe up and down on the screen because it could do that. You know what I mean? It's a little flex, I guess.
Yeah. It's not bad. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, guys. With that, if you enjoyed the podcast, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And with that, until next time.
Man.